What's up, y'all? Back with another fucking video of trading funded capital. I acquired 400K of capital right in front of you guys. If you haven't watched it, go check out that playlist. But if you have seen it, today we are up in the stakes. So instead of trading 100 out of the 400K that we have been trading last week, I'm bringing one more account over that's a 50K, so it'll be 150K, meaning we're now risking $750 per trade versus 500. So let's get right into it and make this money. All right, y'all, so check it out. Like we spoke about, we got 400K in funding. All of these Apex accounts are passed. You can see they're all up to 53K, 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 bam. And the last one, which is account 28. So I have been only trading these two. Now we're bringing another one on. I just upgraded 28, and I literally, bro, I got the email here that says it's upgraded to PA14, but it's not showing PA14 yet. So usually it takes a couple minutes. So we are going to trade all three, 250 per account, 250, 500, 750 for that third one. So let's get right into it, man. I'm gonna show you these charts. So let's get right into it. Let's go to 4-hour time frame and see what we got going on for the week. So last week, we spoke about at the beginning of the week, are we bullish or bearish? Well, we continue to create lower highs and lower lows here. So until we broke out of this lower high sitting right here, we were just going to continue to look for shorts and expect price to continue lower. Even though we're in a nasty retracement for a couple weeks, we still expect the price to continue lower. We had a fantastic last week of calling shorts, and look what had happened. Now we are pushing to new structure, meaning we got a lower high sitting up here, and we got a lower low sitting down here. So this is our new impulsive leg. So same shit, we're still looking for sells, but now we'll potentially start looking for buys once we break above this area here, because that is our swing point. This is our lower high sitting right here. That's when market structure will be broken. So going into today, look at the area that we're coming down to tap into for the umpteenth time. I mean, even right here, kind of tough because we can't get these last highs in there, but look what's going on within this area. Pretty much that 700 area. We're getting a multiple reactions to this point and pushing away from it every time we tap down to that point. The past obviously and usually predicts the future, so coming down in the future price range kind of looks like we're probably going to have a reaction at that same point as well. So I am definitely still bearish, but want to see price kind of push below these lows before we kind of execute sells, as we're sitting in a very prevalent area of support where price could push higher. So let's go to lower time frames. Definitely understanding we want the sell-off, kind of expecting at least a little kickback of buys within this range area here, but anything above is definite buys pushing back into this range, which I hope we don't get to that point. And anything below this area here, it is definitely going to be a sell-off. But for right now, let's see what we got going on lower time frame. So going down to 1-hour time frame, don't see any further zones to mark up. These are pretty much in the same place. Market is still reacting off of these same areas, so nothing to move. Going to 30-minute, nothing there. Going to 15-minute, looks like we have a trend line that's currently being tapped for the third time right at this exact moment. We've already got a bit of reaction from it, and now it looks like we're pushing back above it, which is clean. So this is what I want to see for buys, okay? All of the sellers during London session, as you guys know, I'm always looking at previous session highs and lows. Their stop losses are sitting up here, okay? So for one reason or another, there's going to be a multitude of things happening when price comes up to this point. One, we're taking out all of the seller stop loss from London session. Two, you're getting a fuck ton of breakout traders within the market because we're breaking above these highs. And number three, we got all liquidity traders who are sitting up here at these highs, okay? Whether it's these highs or these highs sitting up here, they're pretty much sitting right there. And so what's usually going to happen at areas like this where there's a lot of confluence for buyers and sellers? Well, usually that turns into buyers being paired with sellers, which usually continues into consolidation, price pushes sideways. So what we want to see is all those liquid traders get into the market, show some type of pushback into London range, and then a re-break back above that newfound high. You know, let's say it was just right here. So as soon as we re-break above that new resistance, I'm taking this all day long. This is my bread and butter setup for buys. Or option number two, if we start to push back below these lows here, come push back in the range because we don't lose money the same way we make money within the markets, which is a liquid grab setup. And then we re-break those lows. It's just the same setup on either end. Bread and butter setup, we'll go ahead and execute that sell off. So really like these buys, in my opinion. These buys are what's going to play out just because of the prevalent area we're holding in. Not long term, obviously we're bearish, but I can see us kind of filling in this gap and at least pushing up here for about 200 points. Wow, man. Look at what we have going on here for this absolute bread and butter fucking setup. Okay, so you guys are already understanding. While we're holding this 41,900, 800 level, I am going to look for buys temporarily to push up somewhere into this range before continuing lower. And so going to lower time frames, still absolutely open to sells. I mean, we're obviously bearish as fuck, but kind of giving that bias of holding this 4-hour support, I think we're gonna buy it for the day. Look what's happening on lower time frames, bro. So check it out. We have a 15-minute resistance. It was support. We took a lot of volume to break through, and now it's resistance. Number one, okay? So now we have some type of area to break out of that. More often than not, if we push above, it's going to come with some heavy volume. For our first confluence. Second confluence is we're holding at that 4-hour support. So we got, two confluences as to why price will continue higher. Now, going down the 5-minute time frame, now we have our bread and butter setup here. We have first of all, this is our third trend line tap here. We got a nice reaction from it, so we can use it with bias. We started to break above there, so we're already bullish as far as structure goes. If we were to break above this resistance on 15-minute time frame, that is also our bread and butter setup, which is waiting for all stop losses from London sellers. They just got liquidated here when we pushed above that high. And so now we have all these liquid traders that are trading, looking to push price lower. But if price were to come back up and revisit this area and break out of this resistance, all day long, this is our bread and butter setup, which is my highest probability volume setup. So that's what I would be looking for that buy up there. Now, shorts, because we're ultimately bearish on lower time frames, we have a clean bias as well. I mean, we have, just like sitting up here, we have a first tap or second tap. Can't be held king and bias until we get a third valid tap. So just waiting for that third tap. But if we were to tap here and start to push higher, kind of showing that price is still going to consolidate and continue higher, and then we get a re-break back below these lows again, except this time we'll have volume on our side because session will be open all day long. I would go ahead and take these shorts right here. All right, so this is so clean, man. We're even getting a reaction off this 41,900 level. We already rejected it a multitude of times since breaking below it. Not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times. Come on, man. We get a break above this level, it's gonna be out of there. If not, I would take this trade a million times over. I mean, this is for myself, this is an A+ setup for sure. We're definitely not pulling what we did last week, bro. On Friday, I executed before it ever broke my line. I was rushing to start recording and shit. And so as soon as I press record, click record, it was sitting right where it's at now, like right there. And I click, which I'm hella against getting in early, because shit like this happens all the time where it rejects. But got me in, ended up being a losing trade. And man, go watch that shit if you guys want to. Frustrating day in the markets for sure.
Order rejected.
So for some reason it's rejecting me, bro. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know why it's rejecting me, bro. The fuck going on? I would be in this trade for sure. What is going on right now? I can't enter on anything. Look.
Order rejected.
Order rejected. Trading is temporarily halted. Just to make sure.
Order rejected.
I got order rejected again. Yeah, bro. I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to contact support and obviously be just a no trade day today. Even though market's opening up in an hour, I'm not about to, keep fucking pressing the buy button if it's not allowing me to initiate. Yeah, I mean, I've tried my best to initiate trades. It just won't let me. I guess we're on a no trade day for the start of the week.